Hi, I'm Sweet Sylvanians, and I make videos about Sylvanian families, also known as Calico critters. And today I have the details of the newest Japanese Kuji, or lottery. It has a nighttime theme and is called the Starry Sky Pajama Party. The proper name for this is the Kirakira Kuji, which in English translates as the Glittering Lottery or Sparkling Lottery. These are an annual lottery which take place across a chain of stores across Japan called Family Mart, which is a kind of 24-hour convenience store or company. The Kuji is running from the 22nd of August, and the lottery tickets will cost 850 yen each, which comes with a guaranteed win of one of the prizes. These type of lotteries are very popular in Japan, and how this one works is each participating store has 70 prizes split across various options, with fewer of these A, B and C prizes, which are slightly larger, and more of these E, F and G prizes. The G prize is a mystery bag. And then once all 70 tickets have been bought in each shop, with the prizes all collected, the person who bought the last ticket gets the last chance prize, which is a set of 3 baby keychains. We can take a look at all of the items in this lottery in closer detail in a moment, but as it's the 6th one to be held in this format, I thought it could be helpful to have a quick reminder of the previous lotteries. So in August 2021, there was the Dreamy Parade, and the tickets were 660 yen each. Almost all the items in this set were just recolours of existing items, and it's very pink. The next year had an undersea theme to coincide with the release of the Baby Mermaid Castle. These tickets were 680 yen each, but had more unique items like the blind bag series. The Kuji in August 2023 was my favourite so far, and it had a woodland adventure theme. This was officially called Let's Play in the Secret Forest, and I actually have a few items from this lottery. The tickets were increased in price again to 730 yen. In 2024, it was the Delicious Parade, where tickets were 750 yen each. This had a food theme, and the main prize was a recolour of the ice cream van. With 2025 being the 40th anniversary of Sylvanian Families, I had hoped that there would be a historical theme, but instead it was called Happy Sweets, which was another food theme, and the tickets increased to 820 yen. And now we're in the 6th year, with tickets being 850 yen, but the theme is thankfully not food related again. And as with all the lotteries, there are 8 different prizes, and some have variations. So the A prize is this, a nursery with tiny fairy snowbird baby, and it's called the Starry Sky Preschool. This is a recolour of the Sunny Castle nursery, and whereas that is pink and white, this Kuji one is more cream and purple. Some of the extra pieces are different. For instance, the Kuji one is missing the slide, but has a star-shaped roundabout instead. There are also a lot more star and moon stickers, both as decoration and on the little window in the roof, to give a more calm vibe. The colour scheme is pretty too, and it reminds me of the Spooky Surprise House a little, but I do think it looks a bit lacking, especially with the hole on the right missing the slide. But overall it is cute, and in the promo picture with other babies and items from this Kuji, it looks a bit more complete, and I like the cloud chair on the left and the star roundabout with a hamster baby on the right. In the centre, there's a small fairy snowbird, and this also comes with the A prize. This is one of the smaller babies, so it's either Pia, Arlo or Hugh. I'm going to say it's Pia, as she wears blue as her regular outfit, which is the closest colour to this one. So the baby has a teeny tiny cape, which is lilac and turquoise fabric, with little printed stars and an attached gold bead. She also has a matching nightcap with fur trim and a pom-pom on the end. These babies are really small, so they're never going to have really detailed outfits, but this is still nice. It seems like the A prize is always just a recolour of a more widely available set now, which is fine by me as there's not as many A prizes in the lottery, so they end up being more uncommon. The baby, however, is adorable, and the set does go with the other items in the Kuji, but probably not one I'll be particularly looking for. The next prize is the B prize, which is this duo of Freya and Creme, the Chocolate Rabbit sisters, called the Dreamy Dress pair set. Their outfits are similar in the multicoloured pastel fabric with moons and stars and scalloping on the hem of the dress. They also have matching hats over their ears, which look like little Victorian mop caps. I think the dresses are made of a printed tricot fabric, but I do think they'd look much more expensive if it was more of a satin instead, with hems, but the bows are cute. They look lovely in this promo picture too. I also think it would have been nice to have a different set of figures, as Freya and Creme are in a lot of sets. For instance, the C prize is another sibling duo, but with the new Jones corgis instead. These are brother Thomas and baby Harry, making the dreamy pajama pair set, and I love them. The pyjamas have a cute stripy pattern with more little stars, with a purple and lilac colourway for Thomas and green for Harry. I think the Peter Pan collar and cuffs and trim on the shirts are great and really enhance the pyjama look. Thomas has fuzzy trousers, which are like the ones he wears in the regular family set, and they both have matching nightcaps too. I really like this pair, as the corgis are new and not quite widely available yet, and sleepwear isn't particularly common in the Sylvanian range. Next, these three are the D prize, called the Baby Starry Sky Preschool Trio. It's three babies in kind of pyjama uniforms, all with matching hats and little bags. On the left is Mabel Fontana, the little cat baby. She is wearing a purple-toned outfit with a little top that has a scalloped hem and pink fuzzy trousers underneath. She also has a shooting star bag, I think, though I can't see any gap for something to be placed inside. As to Willow, the deer baby is on the right, and he's wearing a similar outfit to Mabel, just in pink instead, and with white fuzzy trousers. His bag item is a blue cloud. And in the middle is, I think, the sitting husky baby Amber, though it could be a newborn. She's wearing more of a nightgown, but in the same print as the other two, and just blue instead. Her bag is a moon, similar to the print we saw in the Milky Way blind bags. And these three are featured in the main picture too, and the husky definitely looks bigger than newborn size, so I think it is Amber. The next prize, E, is the start of the prizes where there are multiple options. So this will be one of 4 mini vehicles, called the Baby Starry Sky Cart, Moon and Star. And the description said these are baby strollers which can be connected together for playtime. These are pink or blue but have different coloured bow details moulded on, along with other little stars and swirls. I think the star-shaped ones almost look like frames or displays, especially so with a baby inside. And as mentioned, they can be connected together to create a train. But I think they'd also look nice alone. Naturally, with this Kuji having a pyjama party theme, there needs to be some sort of beds, and these are the F prize, called the baby bed and cradle furniture. In this prize, there are 2 types of furniture, both in 3 different colours, for a total of 6 options. The beds are stackable to make baby bunk beds. They're moulded plastic with some stars and swirls on either end, and the mattress part is moulded to look like a mattress. The cradles are shaped like a crescent moon, with the same swirly details but with rocker legs. I do like the colour scheme, but these look so plain to me, and an additional piece of fabric like a blanket would have been good to include, because the plastic looks uncomfortable, and I can't imagine that would be expensive. I do think newborns and regular babies alike can fit in either of these, as in the picture. The little baby on the yellow bed is from the G prize, which is a blind bag. So if you were to win this prize on the lottery, it would be a surprise who you get. They are called the Starry Sky Pajama Party blind bags, and are dressed in pyjamas and bedtime outfits. So that baby we saw before is here, and this is Blake, the grey Persian newborn cat. He is so small that he's asleep in a slipper, and that's a super cute idea and does create more comfort for the bunk beds. I think his wrap is slightly different to his usual one too. On the right is Luciana Marguerite, who's wearing a dress and has a sleep mask. They're both blue, with the dress having a shooting star print, and the sleep mask is super cute with little stars and tiny bunny ears. I'd assume that can be pulled down to make it look like she's sleeping. The next 2 babies look very cosy. On the left is one of the fairy snowbird babies, so either Chirpy, Dana or Nina. I'm going to say this is Dana, as she wears blue usually, and this baby's purple outfit is closest to that. The baby is wearing a little gown, I think, and has a big headpiece to look like a pillow, including some gold frill on either side. The baby looks so silly with its face peeking through, but this is a fun costume, and I expect it would look normal without the headpiece. On the right is Tara, the sitting fennec fox. She's really cosy in a pink blanket wrapped around her and kept in place, I assume, by holes in her ears. Underneath, I think she's just wearing her regular pink outfit, which is a bit disappointing, but the concept is fun. I wasn't sure if this next baby was a newborn or regular figure, but the website says it's a cradle baby, meaning this is Ash Checkers, the French bulldog. He is in a cream sleeping bag, which is made of fuzzy fabric and has a printed zip, and then there's almost swirly fossil things on either side of his head, or maybe they're more like sheep's horns and just flat. I'm not sure. I guess sheep horns would work, as in counting sheep to fall asleep, but I'm a bit unsure on this costume. Next is more obviously a newborn figure, and this is Sam Sunflower the hamster. He's wearing a tiny gown made of satin fabric with star and cloud print, as seen on a few other outfits so far. I really like the colourway on this. It looks nice with the orange of Sam's fur, and he has a tiny yellow hat too. And on the right is crawling seal baby Muffy Floater. She's in a sleeping bag again, I think, but in a purple pattern fabric over her back legs. She also has a pointy nightcap, but that's a plain purple fabric. And finally we have a mystery baby. The shape is a little weird, and it could be any figure really, other than one with big ears like a fennec or rabbit. But for that outfit, I think the upright parts are a sleep mask like Luciana is wearing, and based on past Kuji blind bags, the mystery baby is often very similar to another one in the series, so I'm guessing it's wearing something like the rest of Luciana's outfit too, probably just in a different colour like pink or lilac, but I don't know for sure, so definitely let me know in the comments which baby you think this is too. But yeah, overall I think these are fun. My favourites are probably Luciana's tiny mask, Blake in his slipper, and the coziness of Tara and Ash. So those are all of the named prizes, but lotteries also have a last chance or closeout prize, which you can win by buying the last ticket of each store's lottery. This prize is a set of keychains called the Baby Starry Sky Trio, which have a newborn figure in a kind of pocket pouch, which the description says is a blanket inspired by the starry sky. I think the babies can be removed from the pouches, and that's where the ball chain is attached, although it may be onto the baby's outfits. I can't quite tell. I'm just glad it's not through a hole in the baby's heads. Closer up, this floral rabbit newborn is wearing pink, so I'm going to say it's Rosemary. She's in a circular pouch with clouds and a pastel-coloured rainbow behind her, and lots of little stars. I can't quite tell her outfit print, but it's pink with a gold bead in the centre. Next is one of the grey husky newborns, meaning it's either Ray or Nellie, and she's wearing a green outfit. Her pouch is star-shaped, with other coloured stars all over, and I like how she's sort of tucked in. And finally, on the right, we do know this is Niccolo Fontana the latte cat because of his ear patch placement. He is also in a circular pouch, but the front layer looks like a crescent moon with some clouds and in front of a night sky background. His outfit looks blue or purple, but otherwise identical to the others. I really like these three as a set, although probably wouldn't use them as keychains as they don't look very secure, and in the promo picture it shows them together on a gold hanger. As always, the closeout prize is really special, and if you want to get your hands on it second hand, it will likely sell for a higher price, as it's limited to just one for each store. So overall, that is the Starry Sky Pajama Party Kuji. The lottery starts in Family Mart stores on Saturday the 22nd of August. The 2025 press release said that 92% of the 2024 tickets were sold on the first day, so if you are in Japan and want to take part in the Kuji, you do have to be fast. The mini site does say there will be another release of the Kuji in Sylvanian Families related facilities from Saturday, September 5th, so it will be another chance to get them then, and hopefully for those of us outside of Japan, some will be bought for resale. Starting on the same day as the lottery, there's a promotion running in participating toy stores where if you spend 4,000 yen, you can get one of these yellow star or moon carts as a free gift. This is slightly different than in the last couple of years, where you had to take a lottery ticket stub to participating retailers and could get a baby figure. The items themselves are cute and are just pale yellow versions of the E-prize with contrasting purple or mint bows. And the promo image shows a better look at how different babies can fit inside, here with Amber Husky and Creme Chocolate from the D and B prizes. And of course, they can be connected with the other E-prize cards too to form a big train, and that looks nice. Overall, it's always fun to see the annual Kuji lottery theme and what new items that brings. This year's does follow the same pattern as other years, with 2 sets of child and baby duos and little plastic vehicles, but I'm just glad it's not another food theme. I had wondered if there would be an adventure theme to go along with the new range this year, but the current range item which matches the most of this is the Pajama Party babies, which were announced in May. And I am surprised there's not any sleeping babies in this Kuji, as they'd fit perfectly with the theme, and there's a few different ones to choose from now, especially if they were to add some more non-rabbit babies. But that is everything about the 2026 Sylvanian Families Kuji in Japan. I'd love to know what you think of this theme and if you'll be trying to get any of the items. I could definitely be tempted by a few, so let's check in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like Sylvanian Families content, then subscribe to my channel as I post videos every week about everything Sylvanian, including news and announcements like this, as well as unboxings and shopping videos.